Have you ever put out an ad or built a funnel or had some sort of marketing campaign? Maybe you spent some money behind it, a few $100 there, and then, oh no, I don't know if it worked, shut it down, and you stopped everything. Well, if you're like most people, that's the reality they face. I want to talk to you today for just a few minutes about knowing your numbers. This is a topic I'm so passionate about and one that I think everybody needs to know. So what does it mean, know your numbers? Well, it comes down to this. There's only three things you need to be doing. Number one, get attention. Number two, turn attention into purchases. And number three, follow up consistently. Now let's start at the first. If you have advertising, or if you have an affiliate campaign, or if you have some sort of way for people to get attention, you need to know, are they clicking? Are they doing that objective in which you want them to do? Well, let's take an advertisement, for example. If you put out an ad on Facebook, on YouTube, on Google, or Instagram, well, what do the numbers mean? How much are you spending? What does that spend equate to? Okay, so if you spend $100 on an advertisement, on whatever platform you choose, let's say it's Facebook, and you spend that $100 and out of that you get 100 clicks, you get people clicking. You say, well, okay, it cost me $1 per click. So we know that $1 spent is $1 clicked. Let's move to the other phase. Turn the attention into purchases. It'll come full circle in a second, don't worry. Turn attention into purchases. Now, once we have that click, then what are we doing next? Whether we want to get them to enter an email, or watch a video, or book a call, or make a purchase, or schedule a meeting, or whatever it is, what is that next step conversion that ultimately leads into a sale? Let's take that funnel, for example. All a funnel is a series of simplified steps to take someone from a browser to a buyer. So we have 100 clicks, and they enter that first step, whatever it is. Let's say it's to enter an email address. We have 100 clicks. How many emails did we get? Well, let's say we got 30. We got 30 emails. 30 people click to the page and were enticed enough to enter their email. Well, that's great. We say, well, okay, we have a 30% opt-in rate. So what did that cost us? Well, 100 clicks, $100 spent, that would be what? $300 for those 30 emails. No, that is not right at all. $300 for 100 emails, right? Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna start back right there. Yeah. You ready? And so let's say you have those 100 clicks, go to the page, 30 emails from that. Well, what does that mean? Well, it means you spent $100 for 30 emails, or $3 per email. And say you want to get 100 emails. Well, if the statistics and results hold up, you'll have to spend $300 to get 100 emails. So all that to say, if you're getting clicks for $1, if you're knowing your numbers, if you're turning those clicks into emails, then what happens next? Where do those emails go, and at what time frame do they flow? So maybe you have a sequence, or maybe right then and there they can purchase some sort of product or offer or service, whatever it is you have. So now, out of the $100 spent, you have 30 emails. And then let's say half of them take the next step of purchasing a $10 product. A $10 product, that's it. So what you've done is you've captured 30 emails that then turn into 15 sales of a $10 product. That's $150. So you spent 100 and you just made 150. Well, friend, you're now profitable. You're profitable $50. And since you know you need to follow up, you follow up consistently, then what do you set up then to push someone back to the sale if they didn't buy? Maybe you can recoup over 90 days, over 180 days, the other 15 who didn't purchase. Well, that's great. You now have 100% of the emails purchasing, which, in a real world is not actually attainable all that much. But for this example, we're gonna work with that. So now you spent $100 and you've made $300, comes back full circle, over 30, 60, 90, 180, 365 days, whatever that number is. Okay, let's talk for a second about 3 different ways that you could spend your marketing dollars. Number 1, the first way is going negative. Whoa, going negative. Ugh. That's so nasty, but it works so well. Okay, remember, you spent $100 and you were able to see 30 emails purchasing 150. But let's say not all those emails purchased right away. Let's say that nobody purchased right away. Well, you spent $100 on day 1. Oh no, my $100, it didn't do anything. What happened? I just lost $100. That's what a lot of people fear, and they then turn off everything. Track it. See what happens. 2nd day, 3rd day, 7 days, 14, 21, 30, 90 days out. Because you'll start to see if you've built your system well, if you're seeing the numbers, if you're saying, hey, these numbers are really low, well, I need to fix that. These numbers are really high, that's great. You can track it. So you can go negative. You spend dollars and you don't see anything on day 1. It's called going negative. And however long you go negative, that's up to you. Maybe you have big pockets and you can go really negative and spend a lot to acquire. Or maybe you can only go negative for a short period of time. Maybe you say, okay, this is it. This is the threshold. 7 days later, I need to make something. Well, that's all in going negative. Number 2, you break even. Okay, just like I talked about before. Let's say those emails, for example, only a certain amount purchased where it was $100 made back. You spend 100, you made 100. That's called breaking even. Well, why is that great? I don't make any money, Daniel. Well, that's great because you don't have to pay anything to, number 1, get a lead, and number 2, get a new customer. All right, there's a lot of math that goes into a new customer. I've heard everything from it's 6 times more likely to buy to 14 times more likely to buy. Just know that that new customer is so much more likely to buy again from you than someone who had not bought previously. So number 1, you go negative. Number 2, you break even. And finally, number 3, you make a profit. Woohoo, profit land, you're making money. Well, just like I talked about in the first example, you spend 100, get 100 clicks, 30 email addresses, $150 made. You're now $50 profitable, great. You made return on ad spend. It's no longer a 1, it's a 1.5 times return. So as you go about your marketing and advertising, understand your numbers. Understand that sometimes it's okay to go negative as long as you have built on the back end. You want to bolster that back end. It's okay to break even, and well, it's more than okay to be profitable. That's the name of the game. That is something so simple that many people try to overcomplicate and confuse or obfuscate, whatever it is they do. But friend, I wanted you to know that today. If you have any questions about it, I am more than happy to answer them. Just let me know. Appreciate it.